The UFC returns home to Las Vegas for UFC on ESPN 10, I vs Calvillo. It marks the promotion's third event at the Apex since it began regularly promoting events after a 2-month shutdown.
Friday's UFC on ESPN 10 weigh-in made the fight card official, although it left 3 bouts in question and 1 cancelled altogether. Several fighters, including headliner Jessica Eye and co-main eventer Karl Roberson, missed weight.
Update: UFC officials confirmed that all 3 bouts with fighters missing weight have been agreed to and will remain on Saturday's fight card.
The headliner between former flyweight title challenger Jessica Eye and former strawweight contender Cynthia Calvillo, pending medical clearance, should be easy enough to iron out. Calvillo easily hit the mark at 126 pounds, but Eye missed weight by 0.25 pounds.
After stepping on the scale at 126.25 pounds, I said, "I'm done. I don't think I can stand guys, I'm sorry."
As long as Eye gets medical clearance, it is likely that Calvillo would accept 20% of Eye's fight purse to keep the headliner intact.
Eye is the top contender in the flyweight division. Being just a year removed from losing her bid to unseat champion Valentina Shevchenko, she needs a win to continue building a case for a rematch. Calvillo, who has had trouble making weight at strawweight, is making her UFC flyweight debut on Saturday, but a win over the likes of Eye would quickly elevate her to contender status.
Karl Roberson and Marvin Vettori were originally supposed to have fought at UFC on ESPN 9 on May 13 in Jacksonville, Florida. Roberson missed weight by 1.5 pounds over the 186-pound middleweight limit. Vettori agreed to the fight, accepting 20% of Roberson's fight purse. That only lasted a few hours, however, as Roberson had medical issues stemming from the weigh-in that precluded him from fighting.
Rescheduled for Saturday's UFC on ESPN 10, Roberson again missed weight, this time much more egregiously, weighing 190.5 pounds. That is 4.5 pounds above the allowed limit.
The fight was still in doubt at the time of publication.
Prelim fighter Zarek Adashev, who was a late replacement to face Tyson Nam in a bantamweight bout, missed weight, as well. Adashev was one of the final 2 fighters to the scale, but missed the 136-pound limit by 2.5 pounds.
With Nam considering himself in a must-win situation, it's likely that he will accept a portion of Adashev's purse to keep the fight intact.
A preliminary bout between Griffin and Minner never even made it through the weigh-ins.
Griffin stepped on the scale early to make the 146-pound limit for the featherweight bout. Minner, however, never made it to the scale.
The UFC issued a statement noting that Minner had been pulled from the bout because of health issues preceding the weigh-in.
Update on fighters missing weight.
All the fighters missing weight and their opponents have agreed to penalties that keep all of the bouts intact.
Eye agreed to forfeit 25% of her purse to Calvillo, which keeps the headlining bout together. Roberson, who missed weight by 4.5 pounds, will forfeit 30% of his fight purse to Vettori. And Adashev, who took the fight with Nam on just a few days' notice, forfeits 20% of his fight purse.
Barring any further issues, UFC on ESPN 10 will now proceed with 10 bouts.
Main card, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN and ESPN+.
Preliminary card, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN and ESPN+.
Eye, Roberson, and Adashev all missed weight.
Due to health issues preceding the UFC on ESPN 10 weigh-in, Darrick Minner has been pulled from his Saturday bout with Jordan Griffin. The card will proceed as scheduled with 10 bouts, should Roberson and Vettori reach an agreement to keep their co-main event intact.
Trending greater than video, Dana White gets in heated argument over fighter pay and unions on ESPN.
Subscribe to MMAweekly.com on YouTube.